welcome back to City Skylines. My name is Stelio, and we're back on Byerwood. So, another quick episode, and that's just because I don't really want to keep you around for too long. I want it to be just what I'm really focused on making in that time span and cover that so that I'm not just dead air time and keeping you around for too long. So, what I'm going to be focusing on is reworking some of the roads right now for this neighborhood that we worked on a few episodes and have been working on, but mainly in this episode I'm going to be working on the other side of the highway and mostly kind of making that transition from the industrial yard and the rail yard to the commercial, which will eventually go to the residential. So we kind of want to make that gradient, of course, from kind of industrial to commercial to residential. Along these main roads here, there will be a lot of high-density commercial scattered, but they will not be tight together and dense. They are dense, like they are large buildings, but they're not densely placed together, so there won't be a skyline or anything. There'll just sort of be some buildings along this road that do have some height. We do want to use a good mix of assets and in-game assets, because I don't want it to just be stuff from the Steam Workshop, because there's a lot of things that you don't have to download and there's very suitable assets that you can use. So I want to try to work those in as much as possible. I know it's not easy to use some of these in-game buildings, but some of the newer commercial ones that they've released, they outsource it to other people sometimes. So when the other designers are working on the buildings, in my opinion, they come out much better. So I like to use some of the commercial buildings that they have been using and are making it recently. So I'm placing commercial, which will help bridge the neighborhood and the highway so that it's not there aren't people that are living right up against the highway. I want it to be commercial and businesses along this main road, and work from there. So then the neighborhoods will not be as close to the highway and avoiding a huge noise issue for people that don't really want to live next to the highway. I placed down the second strip mall of this series. I copied some of the assets from the one before because I just wanted to have another one along this pretty important road that has some good businesses and connects to a lot of neighborhoods. So it's a pretty important area. I think a nice strip mall with some businesses will suit the area very well. The time too I spend in these episodes, and I do cut it out, but I put a little bit of me editing the river in because I don't want this river, I think I said it in the last episode, but I don't want this river to be too big. There's not really going to be a port or any importing through this river, so I want the river to just kind of pass through the city, and by the time the city is by the river, it's not really dense, so it's not like the city is on the water per se. It's more like the neighborhoods around the city are on the water, so I wanted to go for something. I didn't really want to build a city on the water this time, maybe in the future, but I wanted to go for something different and kind of just have a little river that stretches through and doesn't create that much of a impact in the city's geography. That's pretty much it for this episode, so thanks for coming for another quick episode. I hope they're nice and short and quick to the point. So without anything else, thank you, have a good day, bye bye.